Star 94.1.
Hey friends, it's me, Alyssa, and I am back with Live and Local Atlanta. I'm here with my super talented friends. They are doing something so amazing Saturday, December 2nd. I'm here with Big Gipp and Lenox Mercedes. I am so excited. You guys have something really cool going on. It is the Gravity Hip Hop Black Light Sneaker Ball.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
I was so scared. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to trip on words. I'm always so excited to hear about these fun events like this happening around the city. Can you talk to us about what exactly is going on?
High gravity hip hop, everybody does it. I get hip hop gravity and all that stuff. It's all good. High gravity hip hop is a hip hop beer festival, and we're doing something called the 404 pack and honoring Gipp. And in this, 50th year of hip hop, we had a great opportunity to do a collaboration beer with the first black-owned brewery in Georgia, Down Home Brewing. Shout out to Chris Reeves. And the brewery just happened to have a whole bunch of black lights set up in the venue. So I decided to do a black light ball for the holidays, in the spirit of kind of getting everybody dressed up and celebrating as we all do this time of year. So very excited to have folk come out and enjoy the sneaker ball, put on your best, formal black tie attire and your best sneakers. We're going to have a lot of fun people out. The Atlanta Tailgate Bus will be out there, and just a bunch of different vendors and really cool folks out in the building. So we're very excited to celebrate Gipp and his new beer.
I have to say, as a woman, I am so glad that wearing sneakers with formal clothes is now a trend, because it sucks wearing heels. It's yuck. The end. Ugh.
Yeah, at the end of the night, a lot of women holding their shoes instead of wearing them because their feet hurt. Yeah, I'm glad that we got everybody will be able to wear their, sneakers, stay comfortable, and be able to taste the beer that we provide for them tonight.
Absolutely. And I love just everything about this screams Atlanta. 404, it's just perfect. Now I have to ask, for Big Gipp, this is kind of a special year for you because you are the same age as hip hop. Now I'm not sure if I was supposed to expose you like that, but
why not?
Some people are just like, no, not my age.
I don't care nothing about that.
I think this is just such a cool time for you, and I want to hear a little bit about your experience growing up with the genre and how it shaped you, you've shaped it, and all of that.
Atlanta, man. Well, everybody knows I come from a crew called the Dungeon Family. The first time you ever heard me was a song called Get Up, Get Out, and Get Some. That was on Outkast's first album. Together, I guess, the Goodie and Outkast, we have, shaped a lot of things that's happened in the city. You know what I mean? From their first album to our last album, Survival Kit, it's just been a musical journey of what we've lived, the way we was raised, and Organized Noise being that they were always in our corner. And, I like to take my hat off also to LA and Babyface for creating LaFace for us and giving Atlanta a real voice in the music business. So with that being said, being Gipp, that's just me just being me. Growing up in Atlanta, I'm from East Point. Graduated from Mays High School, and me personally just being an artist, I've just always just represented the life, the culture, and the music of Atlanta. So with me, I'm just always going into different things. I got a CBD company. I've been on tour all year with Goodie Mob. We're doing the Winterfest this month, December the 16th, for the city with all the legends. They honored everybody from Atlanta at the Falcons game last weekend. So it's just great being that we helped take Atlanta into a new era of dominance in hip-hop. 95 Source, the South got something to say, and we still here.
I love it. I love it. Now I want to talk about, you've got a new mixtape that is out, and I want to talk about kind of the backstory behind that and kind of the history leading up to that. Are you able to talk about that a little bit?
Talk to Lenny. It's gonna be a lot of songs that we just put together, but Lenny's gonna put it together.
Yeah, it's gonna be some exclusive content and very unique opportunities for people to get stuff that everyone hasn't heard before, and some things that people may have kind of heard but need to get a little re-listened to. So it's definitely gonna be something fun that people are gonna be able to tap into exclusively from attending the event. That's the main part of it. These days, we broadcast everything to everybody all the time. So we're trying to do something that's smaller, more exclusive. We're not gonna have thousands of people out. It's only gonna be a couple hundred folks, relatively intimate. And I think that what people get sonically is gonna be a treat for them, and they can only get it at the event.
I love it. Now I wanna ask, some day of logistics, which is, how can people, be involved, participate, whether they're purchasing tickets, not purchasing tickets? Let's go ahead and get all of that out of the way so people can really understand what's going on.
Yeah, so the beer that we're launching is called the South Spoken Pils. From the South got something to say to the South has spoken. So it's called the South Spoken, kind of a play on words. In the craft beer community, we love puns, love a good pun, for a name title. So on Saturday, December 2nd, Down Home Brewing, Tucker, Georgia, from 5 to 7 will be a VIP tasting with Gipp and Chris Reeves, being interviewed by Jen Price from Crafted for Action, one of our top leaders in the craft beer community. And so that'll be catered, and people will get a chance to get a customized gift bag that'll have the 4-pack of the beer. We got to have the 4-packs because it's the 404-pack, and some other treats and goodies, in the bag for participating in that. And then from 7 to 11 is the main event where everyone can come out and purchase tickets at highgrav.com, HIGRAV. And, everything, all the details are listed there. So it's going to be quite a scene. It's quite a shaping up. We're going to have some exclusive cars out there. Some different car clubs will be joining us. We got the Atlanta Tailgate Lounge there's a tour bus, which we'll have out front. There'll be a red carpet and all kind of media coverage as well. So we're very excited to celebrate with the city.
I love it. Now, I do want to ask, when it came to making the beer, how far back was this idea created? When did it kind of spark, and walk us through the history behind that?
Chris Reeves, the founder of Down Home Brewing, really offered the brewery to me and said, hey man, you do these hip hop beer festivals, why don't you do something here? And he said, what would you do to make it, extra special? And I had the opportunity to work with Gipp doing a CBD in-store up in Suwannee. So I said, let me call the big homie and see if he's interested in doing a beer with us, And that was an alley-oop. Gipp said, go, just make it happen, So we invited Gipp down to the brewery, and we tasted a bunch of beer, and I know I can say this, Gipp is not a big drinker, you know what I mean? He's not a big drinker. He don't need a lot to you know what I mean? So, we had a good time, and he kind of told us what he was interested in seeing in terms of flavors and whatnot. And that's something I had thought of a while back as well. We wanted something that was for like the everyday Atlanta person, you know what I'm saying? The average Atlanta Falcon fan that they can enjoy. Craft beer can get kind of exotic, and you can get, fancy and get off into the sours and all these different flavors and stuff. So we wanted to deliver something that was a little more for the everyday, type of consumer, so that we're not reaching too far and pushing people's palates. So Chris Reeves was able to take Gipp's input and formulate this fantastic Pilsner style beer. It's going to clock in at about 5%, just where we wanted it to be, because we wanted to do a beer cocktail with Gipp Zaga, which is his CBD, basically a edible, non-alcoholic CBD beverage. So we're excited. Chris is really, really happy with the beer. That is my main kind of point that I look to. The brewer is extremely happy with what he has produced, and he feels that it's going to be, well received. So we're very excited about bringing this to folks.
What would you say? You're saying you're chasing after the average Atlantan. What would you say is the flavor note for that? What were you looking for? What was it? Were you looking for something a little bit more weedy, a little bit more barley-like? What were you looking for?
What did we end up with?
I think in our community, we need a little hint of sweetness in our beverages, at least a hint in the aroma and whatnot. So this was an opportunity for Chris to kind of flex on the Pilsner style, which can be a little intricate, but it's going to be a really nice, smooth Pilsner that most people will be able to enjoy.
Now, when you say sweet, are you talking chocolatey, fruity? What level of sweet are we going with here?
No, it's more of the notes.
Okay.
It's more of the hints and the notes. It's kind of flirting. It's not gonna come off as like a sweet thing.
Not too strong in the sweets.
Yeah. It's more of giving you the aroma and then the follow through. So it's not as a bitter kind of
Okay.
follow through. Right. So yeah, it's very subtle.
Okay. It looked like you were about to say something. I didn't mean to cut you off.
He was right. He explained it totally the way I would.
I heard Gipp say it the other day. So
I love it. Feeding off of each other's minds. Perfect. Now I have to ask, with it being the 50th anniversary of hip hop, how have you felt the responsibility of just making something happen for the people to celebrate this?
Just celebrating something and just pushing the culture further. Just showing hip hop that we don't have to just stay in the music realm. We can also venture off into other business ventures. So that's my thing, just always showing kids that you could take music and you can go and rule the world if you understand where you want to go and you got a plan.
I love it. I think that is so wonderful. And I want to ask one more time, how can people find out information with the sneaker ball happening on Saturday, December 2nd?
Call Lenox.
Yeah, call me up. 404, nah. Instagram, High Gravity Hip Hop, regular spelling, or you could go directly to the website, highgrav.com, HIGRAV. At first, I had the full the full name.com. It was just too long, so I just brought it down just to make it a little bit easier. But yeah, all the details and information are there. You're able to purchase tickets. Please purchase your tickets in advance because it will be a little bit more at the door.
And you can find Gipp Goodie everywhere. Gipp Goodie. I'm everywhere. Yeah. See y'all soon.
I love it. I love it. Perfect. This is another episode of Live and Local Atlanta. Make sure you download the free Odyssey app today. That's AUDACY inside the App Store. Once it's downloaded, go ahead and favorite Star 94 Atlanta so you can get exclusive conversations just like this one with my friends Lenox, Mercedes, and Big Gipp. And of course, give me a follow across all social media at itsme_Alyssa D. I'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Star 94.1.